Today's video was brought to you by Aniba.com. Aniba.com is a digital marketplace with over 20,000 digital products. And with an ever-expanding library, it's the go-to point for all your gaming needs. Aniba will bring you the hottest deals in the market on titles new or old, and with an excellent Trustpilot score, you can buy with confidence. So whether you play on Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox or PC, you're sure to find something that suits your needs. Navigation of the website is very easy. Search via operating system, game genre and region. You can also create your own wish list and grab those deals at a later time. Aniba is here to help with product activation, payment, product delivery and other issues should the need arise with their 24/7 live support. To save some money. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'll be taking a look at Wuchang Fallen Feathers. This is another Unreal Engine 5 Souls type game, and it was developed by Lienzi. Never heard of them. I think they've only made 2 games, so they're not a massive developer, but happy to take a look at another Souls game, as I do like this type of genre. So playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160, no frame rate cap, no VSync, so we can see exactly what the system can do. No motion blur, but I have got depth of field at high, which is the maximum. In terms of graphics, I'm using DLSS, however I've got the oversampling resolution to 100, which means I'm using DLAA. If you look below, it tells you what you're using, so it says the current level is DLAA, so it's basically native 4K, just acts as an anti-aliasing method now. Frame generation is available all the way up to 4x if you wish, of course only on the 50 series, and anti-aliasing is at high. The only option that goes to extreme is shadow quality for some reason, but everything else only goes to high as a maximum, and I've got everything else maxed out. Now, because this is an Unreal Engine 5 game and it's so demanding, I can only assume it's using some type of ray tracing like Lumen, which you don't get the opportunity to toggle, but I can't be certain, but I suspect that's what's going on here. But anyway, time to get into this. I've kind of got a little feel for the game, so there won't be too many tutorial pop-ups, so it's a bit more smooth for me to get through. But yeah, interesting mechanics of the game. So you've got like the madness mechanic. If you kill more humanoid enemies, she starts to go mad, and basically this makes you more vulnerable to attack, but makes you attacks a lot stronger. But also if you die, your red mercury, which is the equivalent to souls in this game, basically creates a strong character that you have to fight to get back your red mercury that you lost. So you don't just get to pick it up without a struggle. That's only if you die with maximum madness. So the game focuses on dodging. A high impetus on dodging is one of the main things on this mechanic. There isn't really a dedicated guard button as far as I know. Deal with these two guys. Come on, you can't run from me. You do have spells as well. I've got like the basic first skill spell that you get to have access to, so nothing special. Graphically though, I think the game looks fairly average. It's not doing anything amazing. I'd still say, I don't know, I would say Black Myth Wukong and this game have very similar aesthetic. But it's demanding as hell. You're going to need some system if you want to run this at native 4K maxed out. So the main character's name is Wuchang, and basically at the start of the game, she's found by some kind of monk or priest. She's been cursed with a thing called the Feathered. Essentially, you will eventually turn into a beast that kills humans, but you're going to find a way to stop that happening. The gameplay is pretty smooth. There is quite a bit of a shader compilation cycle at the start of the game. It seems to have helped But some of these Unreal Engine 5 games can be very, very choppy. And my experience has been pretty smooth. My 9950X 3D, all the workload has been allocated to the 3D cache core, so it's working optimally. No problems here. A little bit out of range. Game is pretty gory though. A lot of blood. $63, $62, $61. Man, it's a very, very demanding game. You're probably better off using DLSS quality if you want to at least maintain 60 FPS at all times. Who the hell is this? Can't speak to her for some reason. Wonder what happens if I try to attack her. Nothing.
Feathers on your left arm. That's a sign of feathering. Most would have lost their minds by now. Yet you remain in control. Fascinating. The power of feathering runs through that arm of yours. I can sense it. How you managed to contain it, I don't know. But make no mistake, your left arm is the key to unleashing its full strength. Yes, that power's itching to course through you, but I'm afraid you're not ready to command it. Not yet. Here, take this. Let's see if you've got what it takes to wield that power.
Okay. So essentially it's just like a rune, equivalent of a rune she just give me. I can use this to give myself some red mercury, which is the equivalent to souls in this game. So I'll use that at the next shrine. Another enemy here. You can wield dual weapons. I do have a halberd as well, but I'm just focusing on the sword right now. I haven't put any points into any other weapons, so this is the only one I'm going to use. Alright, we got action. Sorry, buddy. Alright, let's heal up. I'm just taking it slow and steady because I don't want to run into something incredibly strong that I'm not ready to fight. But the FPS is a bit all over the place, so depending on what you're looking, you can go from 95 FPS all the way down to 60 FPS very quickly, depending on what you're looking at. So it's pretty inconsistent, but at least it's smooth. The fact that I'm getting over 60 FPS most of the time, well, at least should mean at least 2x frame gen shouldn't be too much of a bad experience. So these are the shrines, basically act as the bonfire. You can level up, you can rest up and respawn all the enemies, and this acts as your checkpoint as well. So the last one you rest up at is where you'll respawn if you die, so it's pretty important. Okay, let's keep moving. Go down this ladder. I've already fought these guys. Yeah, they've just been respawned, but I'm at a high level now, so I'm staying here. Game doesn't use too much VRAM, only 11 gigabytes so far, which isn't too bad. Most people have 12 gigabyte cards or more, especially if you're playing at 4K. Wouldn't make any sense. That attack was pretty brutal. Took a lot of damage. Alright, let's heal up. There's bodies everywhere. So I've got 870 red mercury. It's glowing up, so maybe I can learn something, I don't know. What do we have here? So you can stagger your enemy, then you can do like a critical hit. Let's see what's up here. I don't think so. Okay, we're at the Buddha Cliffs now. Okay, I got two enemies here. Probably be best to separate them if I can. Alright, that's one down. So now it's just me and you. We're that tough. What items do I have? Use one of these buns that help me slowly regenerate my health. Doesn't seem to be anything else useful around here. I know some of you guys are interested in how the game performs with frame generation. So what I'm going to do, I don't usually do this, but I am going to enable it just to answer that question. I like to play it native when I test out a game for the first time, just to see what my system can do at its base, but I'm curious myself, so let's see. Go to the advanced graphics, enable frame generation X2 first, and then we'll work our way up. We'll see. I'll add some timestamps just to make it a little bit easier for you guys. So we've gone from around 60 to 70 all the way up to 113 FPS. It feels pretty much the same. Okay, we've got two options, left or right. Let's go to the right first. Let's have a look around. We've got more enemies with long-range capabilities. I know those are explosive bases, so I don't want to fight it too close to this thing. Yeah, that would have killed me for sure. There's another one. Okay, coast is clear. Basically feels the same as a little bit more responsive. Grab my red mercury that I lost previously. Need to get my timing down. Got another one. Come on now, don't be shy. See what's up here. So you pretty much remain over 100 FPS. It feels a little bit better than without ray tracing. It feels a little bit almost as if it's a smoother experience. I wouldn't say it's more responsive, but it feels smoother. But with these types of games, when it comes to timing and you're dodging and things like that, it's not really a smart idea to reduce your latency. When timing is so important, I don't think it's a smart move. I wouldn't really go over 2x frame gen. If you have to use it, I would stay at 2. So I'm not gonna go any further. I just don't think it would be the best way to play the game. Where did you come from? And there's someone behind me now. So you guys thought you'd hatch some kind of ambush. That's fine with me. Too slow. That would you, no problem. Oh. Your little plan didn't work. There's far too much health and I don't know what's ahead of me, so I better be ready. Special items. Special items you pick up during your journey can be equipped onto your item bar. To do this, navigate to... I've already done this before. So these special items can be highly effective in specific situations, and when used with certain objects may trigger chain reactions that ease combat challenges. So essentially, if you throw something that can ignite those exploding vases, you can use that to your advantage. So it's just trying to explain that mechanic, which I worked out. So anyone that's played a Souls type game is familiar with it. But since I don't have any of these, see if I've got anything else I can use. Not right now, other than things that can buff me up a little bit. Reduce stamina cost. That could be useful. Keep that button because that's the only thing I got left that can recover some health. Put my OSD back on. I almost forgot about that. Why these things just try to ambush you? What do we have here? Monkey pendant. Okay, that's something we can equip. So the monkey pendant increases the power of throwables. How convenient. Sounds like something's trapped. Let me have a look around. Maybe I can release it. Either that or it's on the roof. Yeah, it sounds like something's trapped. Maybe we can find a way to it. It sounds like an animal or something. Now, if I had a throwable, I'd be able to ignite those bombs, but I don't have one. Unless when that tutorial was explaining it, there was something I could have picked up. Maybe I missed it. Let me go back. Here it is. Okay, fire pot. So I want to equip this over that, and if I throw this, this will ignite and essentially cause an explosion. How the hell do you can't really aim it though, that's the problem. Well, I killed one or two of them. Let's go. Steam buns, okay, got more of those. These are useful. They restore your health over time. Traveled pretty far, hopefully there'll be a shrine nearby or something. Yeah, there is, there's a shrine right here, so I can create a checkpoint. But let me just deal with this. Oh, he's not an enemy. Massive frame spike there, one of the first ones I've encountered. Okay, so I can show you the progression system now. So you go into the impetus repository and you can essentially just power up your skill chain. So I'm trying to get stronger. Okay, so impetus repository description: you can consume 1 stack of Skyborn Might to quickly strike with charge heavy longsword attacks. Okay, so it just reduces the charge time if you've got a Skyborn Might stack, at least 1. Strong blade. Endurance goes up, your vitality goes up. You can't get to it unless you deal with this first. Yeah, vitality is important, so I'm happy with that. Obviously I need to rest up as well, so essentially using the bonfire is basically entering the dream. Now all the enemies will be respawned. I'm gonna go back to native now, as that's what I intended to play at. I just wanted to show you guys what it was like with some frame gen, but I prefer not to use it in these types of games just to help with keeping latency down. So now we're back to 83 FPS natively, so you don't even get a massive boost, to be honest. So I'd rather just play it like this. Alright. Let's not go back on myself.
Chop the younger one's head off.
Oh, it's just me and you. Okay, there's that banging. Where is it coming from? Sounds like it's on the roof. I'm gonna go investigate. Oh, it's this guy. So you were banging all this time. I thought it was that animal. I thought it was an animal or something. Waited a little bit too long there to dodge. Thing is, you can't jump on this game, which is odd. Locked from the other side, I guess. I need to find the key. Let's make sure I've got everything. Right, it's you guys again. Damn, that's some kind of acid. And these things are weird, but they were strong. It's a good job that I died close to one of those shrines, so I can respawn pretty close by. Okay, let's see if I can get my revenge on these things. Now, let's grab back my red mercury. It's closer than I thought. I can hear them inside, but I'm going to try and lure. I want to fight them both at once. I want to fight them one at a time. If I can. And these things are strong. Alright, let's try and kill the other one. Fire Lotus Seed, I'm not too sure what that does, but it might give you a buff or something. Doesn't seem to be anything else here. As I'll rest up again. Alright, let's move forward. I need to find this key to get through here. It's me and you now, old man. How the hell did you hit me from that angle? Where was that voice coming from? Okay, I got some kind of weird doll. I'm not too sure what that does. I'm looking for a key. Pretty sure I'll probably have to fight a boss or something to get through there. Lights and key. Where the hell do I find this? Let's see if I can use my magic to kill that thing. What is this? Dazzling monk robes. Okay, getting loads of red mercury. But I need the key. Where is it? Ton of bodies here. Oh man, these guys just ambushed me. Alright, let's get back. Come on then, let's go. Need to work on my range control. There's another one down. What you know? Lantern fruit. It's not what I'm looking for. At least we search the place top to bottom. Probably over here. What is this? I know how these games are like. You try and get this and you probably get attacked by something. I'm just gonna make sure the coast is clear. Yep, thought as much. Lost remains. Not too sure what that is, but I'll look into it. Okay, I don't think there's anything more. I don't think there's anything more here. Anyway, guys, I don't want to make this video drag out too long. Just a quick look at Wuchang Fallen Feathers, another Souls type game for us to enjoy. So far so good. Still getting used to the mechanics, and it's definitely got its own unique spin on things. But that's pretty much it for me, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.